quand ton bras s'est porté le pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I would like to thank Shelley Young for her performance of the honor song earlier. And also, I'd like to thank our, for singing O Canada and leading us in O Canada, Christy Reeves and Jacob Banks. I would also like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Mi'kmaq, the unceded territory and ancestral home of the Mi'kmaq Nation. Our relationship is based on a series of peace and friendship treaties between the Mi'kmaq Nation and the Crown, dating back to 1725. In Nova Scotia, we recognize that we are all treaty people. I want to offer a warm welcome to graduates, family, friends, and special guests joining us here today, along with those tuning in on live stream from around the world. Thank you for being a part of this special day as we celebrate the class of 2019. I will now introduce the stage guests. Please hold your applause until I conclude the introductions. Doug Barnes, Academic Chair for the School of IT and Creative Industries. Brian Dewey, Academic Chair for the School of Trades and Technology. Dom Bureau, President of NSCC. Let me just change my page. Rushdom Southwell, Board of Governors Representative. B. Stanton, NSCC Alumni. Anna Burke, Vice President, Academic. Kathy McLean, Vice President, Campuses and Communities. Rosalind Penfeld, Vice President, Organizational Development. Monica Foster, Vice President, College Services and CFO. Tara Kenner, Dean, School of Access. Ian McLeod, Dean, School of IT and Creative Industries. Elizabeth Yo, Director, Student Services. Ashley DeLong, Associate Registrar, Policy, Record, and Convocations. Carla McDonald-Everall, Assistant Registrar. Carl Moore, Assistant Registrar. And Constance Heyer, Manager of Student Services. Each year, our campus welcomes new faces, all eager and many anxious, filled with an infectious enthusiasm. By the time we see the same faces at our stage at a convocation, we see that same enthusiasm, but the anxiousness is gone, and in its place is a newfound confidence. That makes this day extremely rewarding for me and our college community today. From our amazing faculty and dedicated staff at our campus to communities and colleges province-wide, each has had a role to play in supporting your journey to graduation, and to them I say thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask our campus faculty and staff to stand and be acknowledged. But ultimately, it is thanks to the inner strength of each of you that you have found within yourselves to balance competing priorities, whether caring for your family, holding down a job, the lengthy travel time to school, or health challenges, and still manage to meet deadlines, stay on top of your workload, and to make it through those late nights studying for tests, all the while handling all the stresses that you're involved with. So now you can say, I did it. As our president, Don Bureau, has often said, we take the community in community college very seriously. This is a special community, and while we always have our share of challenges along the way, by working as a supportive family, it makes the successes we see at the end of each academic year that more special. So congratulations to the class of 2019. You've accomplished so much, and you should be very proud. Please know that all your college family here on stage and in the audience are thrilled to see you shine today. Again, we are so glad to have taken this time to support the graduates in person and online. Please feel free to come to the lower stage to take a photo of your graduates when they receive their certificates and diploma. You can access the area by leaving the auditorium and coming in at exit or entrance A. But do know that a photographer will be capturing the ceremony today. All graduates will be able to contact the photographer for a free graduation photo. Information to obtain this photo can be found in the convocation brochures that you have. Please be mindful of the college photographer and keep the area clear as possible so that those shots can be done well. In case any of your friends and family are not able to be here, the ceremony will be available to see at a later date, posted on Nova Scotia Community College's YouTube channel. And don't forget to use the hashtag NSCC when you share your convocation photos and messages on social media. I would also ask that if, in respect to all the graduates here today, that you remain in your seats or remain in the event until the event the ceremony closes. It's now my pleasure to introduce our president, Don Bureau.
Thank you, Paul, and good afternoon, everyone. Graduates, I have to tell you, it's such an honor for me to be on this stage this afternoon, to be here to celebrate with your family and your friends and your loved ones your amazing success. In fact, as president of NSCC, addressing the graduating class of 2019 is simply the highlight of my year. A couple of weeks ago, when I was preparing today's address, I always try to make my speeches engaging and compelling, so I was seeking some advice from my son, Matthew, who's 22 years old and graduated from NSCC just a couple of years ago. And I said, Matthew, what advice would you have for me? And he said, Dad, your speech should be interesting. It's okay, got that. He said, your speech should be inspiring. Yeah, okay, I can do that. And he said, but they don't want to hear you going on and on and on. So he said, make it quick. So I said, gosh, Matthew, I don't know if I can make it interesting, inspiring, and quick. And he said, well, just make it quick then. So I'm going to follow his advice this afternoon and tell you a quick story. This is a story that many of my colleagues have heard me tell before. It's one of my favorite stories because I think it's very pertinent to what's happening in the world today. It's called the Patch Story. And it speaks to the importance of taking action to have a positive impact on others. I first heard this story a few years ago when I was invited to a luncheon event, and I heard probably one of the most amazing people speak that I've ever heard in my life, and that person is Valerie Jarrett. Now, like me, many of you may not have heard of Valerie Jarrett before. I hadn't prior to that lunch event. But Valerie Jarrett was the senior advisor for President Barack Obama for the 8 years in which he was in office. In fact, Valerie is often referred to as Obama's shadow because everywhere he went for those 8 years, she was right there. Valerie was in Halifax speaking to the business community, and she told us about what it was like during her time working with the president. She explained that early in her career, she was actually working as a lawyer for the city of Chicago, and one day she was interviewing to fill a vacant position in her department when a young woman came into her office for the interview, and that person's name was Michelle. And after about 5 minutes, Valerie realized that this Michelle was so smart that she offered her the job on the spot. Of course, that Michelle was Michelle Obama. Over the next couple of years, Michelle and Barack Obama and Valerie became very close friends. And in 2008, when Barack Obama decided to run for president, he asked Valerie to take a 6-month leave of absence from the city of Chicago so she could help him with the campaign. But as I mentioned earlier, she spent the entire 8 years with him while he was in office. And she told us a story about back in 2008 during the campaign that Barack Obama had just completed a speech at a hotel in Chicago. And after the speech, him and his entourage got onto an elevator. The elevator doors closed, and there was an elevator operator by the name of Earl Smith, an older gentleman. And while they were on the elevator, he presented the candidate, Barack Obama, with a little military cloth patch. And Earl he explained that that military cloth patch, it was awarded to him during the Vietnam War. It kept him safe during the war and kept him safe ever since. And he wanted Barack Obama to have this military patch to keep him safe during his important work that was before him. Well, the president-to-be declined, and Earl convinced him, and eventually the president-to-be accepted the patch. So let's fast forward time. It's now 2012. Barack Obama has just won his second election, and Valerie and he are in the Oval Office planning the inauguration ceremony. When the president says to Valerie, do you remember 4 years ago when that man gave me that military patch? We should go find him and invite him to the ceremony, the inauguration ceremony. And Valerie says, Mr. President, that would be impossible. We have no idea who that man was. We have no idea where he lives. We're never able to find him. The president, with a little smile on his face, he says, Valerie, we have the FBI at our disposal. Go find him. Well, as she was leaving the Oval Office, she turned around and she said, by the way, Mr. President, what did you ever do with that military patch that he gave you 4 years ago? The president stood up, and much to her surprise, he reached into his pocket and pulled out that military patch with a handful of trinkets. There was a marble, there was a lucky poker chip, there were rosary beads. These were items that people had given him over the years. They were items that had such a profound impact on him that every day when that man got dressed in the morning while he was president, he'd reach on top of his dresser with a handful of tokens and put them into his pocket. They were his reminder as to why he was doing the important work that he was doing. In his mind, his job was to serve and to always have a positive impact on others. But here's the thing. You need not be the most powerful person in the world to take action and have a positive impact on others. Earl Smith did not know that his humble act that day in that elevator presenting the candidate with that military patch would have such a positive impact on Barack Obama. Earl knew that he'd be probably one of 1,000 interactions during the campaign, and still he acted. He took action with that candidate. Well, you don't have to look very far to see similar acts resulting in positive impacts here at the Nova Scotia Community College. I hear every day stories of students helping students through their programs of study when things are getting rough. I hear hundreds of stories throughout the year of our faculty and staff dedicating countless hours to mentoring and supporting our students. But you know, there's one particular example that I want to speak about, and it's in relation to our graduates. There's a particular example of our graduates making a significant contribution to the lives of others and having an amazing impact. You see, at the core of who we are at NSCC, we strive to be a post-secondary institution that places a high degree of value on accessibility, being accessible for people to seek an education and overcome all types of adversity. And to that end, a couple of years ago, we launched something called Make Way. And Make Way was our first major fundraising campaign as a college where we committed to raising $25 million to help our students overcome financial barriers. And I'm very proud to say that a couple of months ago, we celebrated the completion of Make Way, and we in fact raised over $33 million to help our students. But here's the great part of that story. The great part of the story is that our graduates, because you see, on behalf of each and every one of you, your student associations have contributed $500,000 to that campaign over the next 5 years. And I think that deserves a big round of applause. Thank you very, very much. Graduates, I hope you know that your very generous gift will have a significantly positive impact on future students for generations to come as they seek a post-secondary education to better their lives. And as we look to the future, we ask that you never stop using your education to have a positive impact on others, especially those facing adversity. As I think of individuals being kind and having a positive impact on others, graduates, whether they are family, friends, amazing and outstanding NSCC faculty or staff, there are people joining us this afternoon who have had a very positive impact on you during your time here at the college. So unbeknownst to you, you actually have one final assignment to do before you officially complete your programs. And that final assignment is this. Would you think for a moment of that person or persons who is joining us this afternoon who has had a positive impact on you during your time of study here at the college? And I've asked you to think of that person or persons because you see, here at NSCC we have a tradition where we ask the graduating class to stand as they're able and to give a wave of gratitude to somebody in the audience as a way to say thank you for the positive impact that they have had. So graduates, as your last official assignment, would you please now stand and give a wave of gratitude to somebody in the audience, please? That was fantastic. I would give you an A+ on your last assignment, and congratulations, you've officially completed your programs. Well done. And before I conclude, there's one other important group of individuals who are joining us this afternoon that I want to recognize. For decades, our alumni have been driven by a passion to find ways to have a positive impact in their communities and have made better lives more accessible to those around them. So I want to acknowledge our alumni who are in the audience today. If you are a past graduate of NSCC or any of our predecessor institutions or schools, or a graduate of CCEDP, would you please now stand to be recognized? Thank you. So in conclusion, graduates, there's one other comment that Valerie shared with us during that amazing lunch event that I had the honor of attending a couple of years ago. She was asked, when working for President Obama in the White House for those 8 years, did the 8 years go by slow or did they go by fast? She thought for a moment, she said the 8 years went by just like that. But she said some days lasted forever. And I think that's so true for life in general. So graduates, after walking across this stage this afternoon, please don't wait until tomorrow to act. Start today and continue to pay forward the many gifts and abilities that you have to have a positive impact on others. To the class of 2019, please know we are extremely, extremely proud of you. Again, congratulations, and thank you for allowing NSCC to be part of your learning journey. Well done. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Dewey, and I'm the Academic Chair for the School of Access. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Access. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Academic and Career Connections. Kylie Davison. Cole Fuller. Jonathan Greeno. Haley Helpert. Mr. President, the graduates and academic and career connections. For the information of the audience, those students who attained honors standing have this designation noted in the program. Congratulations on your outstanding academic performance. Students whose names appear in the program but who are unable to be here with us today are automatically admitted to the respective certificates or diplomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Doug Barnes. I'm the Academic Chair for the Creative Industries Programs. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credentials in the School of IT and Creative Industries. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Applied Media and Communication Arts. Quentin Arsenault. Victoria Hannum. Keandre Johnson. Aaron Callback. Anuya Kulkarni. Frank Marble. Kathleen O'Callahan. Omatola Oyefordoran. Sarah Stewart Totten. Lily Swim. Sarah Zink. Mr. President, the graduates of Applied Media and Communication Arts. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Deaf Studies. River Barrett. Victoria Biernett. Carrie Ann Blunden. Gina Brenton. Shailene Budden. Cassidy Demings. Greta Grant. Accepting the certificate on Greta's behalf is her son, Pat Stay. Jessica Harvey. Michaela Wright. Mr. President, the graduates in Deaf Studies. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Music Business. Jacques Asselin. Caitlin Bononmo. Almost. Gabe Bauer. Giselle de Guzman. Isaac Francis. Tristan Grant. Foster Jenkins. Andrew Johnson. Jeffrey Johnson. Taryn Canabar. Alyssa Leclerc. Logan McKay. It is a tradition in the community college that when a faculty or staff person has a family member graduating, we offer them the opportunity to participate in the ceremony and present the credential. Douglas Mann joins us now to present his daughter, Cassie Mann, with her certificate in music business. Olivia Perrin. Nash Stewart. Keegan Tooker. Italo Videtto. Lucas Wynot. Mr. President, the graduates in music business. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in American Sign Language English Interpretation. Suzanne Arsenault. Congratulations, Brittany. Brittany Barrett. Kyla Lee. Tegan McFarlane. Aidan McNeil. Mr. President, the graduates in American Sign Language English interpretation. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Graphic and Print Production. Richard Betts. Robin Allen joins us now to present her daughter, Eve Carroll, with a diploma in graphic and print production. Young Ah Kim. Sumi Kwong. Go ahead. Enos Lee. Congratulations, Ed. William Meza. Ken Wells. Congratulations, Ben. Mark Whedon. Congratulations, Jessica. Jessica Wiswell. Jay Yu. Mr. President, the graduates in graphic and print production. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Graphic Design. Kirsten Aitken. Emily Butt. Yuzing Chung. James Densley. Hector D. Olola. Deandra Fenton. Natasha Griswold. Justin Langan. David Marr. Taylor McNeil. Christian Miklos. Quincy Newell. Liam Preston. Floriana Schnell. Riley Scott. Amanda Senkerick. Rory Shepard. Where's your mom? Oh, there she is. Judy Morrow joins us now to present her son, Jeffrey Smith, with a diploma in graphic design. Kevin Tilley. Mr. President, the graduates in graphic design. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Music Arts. Jacob Banks. Where is she? Oh. Where's your mom? Okay. Cynthia Brown joins us now to present her daughter, Cynthia Therese Brown, with a Diploma in Music Arts. Go ahead. Cynthia Brown. That's the name going. Maximilian Cooper Flint. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tynan Moores. Christy Reeves. Mr. President, the graduates in music arts. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Professional Photography. William Dix. Veronica Gutierrez Hans. Bree Hashi. Veronica Jorna. Caitlin Neville. Laura Sampson. Mr. President, the graduates in professional photography. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Radio, Television Journalism, Journalism Concentration. Jennifer Cruikshank. Brooklyn Curry. Sean McDougall. Clara Nishida. Dexter Yernabay. Congratulations, Josh. Thank you very much. Joshua Saunders. Congratulations. Caitlin Swan. Mr. President, the graduates in radio, television, journalism concentration. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Radio, Television, Journalism, Radio Performance, and Studio Production. Alicia Flint. Benjamin Holmes. Aaron McInnes. Spencer McPhee. Congratulations, Brandon. Not the last time I hear you, though. Hopefully. Brandon Niles. Hello, congratulations. Rakeem Simmons. Jamul Toussaint. Mr. President, the graduates in radio, television, journalism, radio performance, and studio production. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Radio, Television, Journalism, Television Production. Olombenga Akintokum. Almost.
He gets worse.
Congratulations, Joel. You got family here? What? You got family here?
Yeah.
Joel Gray. Tyler Hoods. Nathan Jordan. Alexander Lynch. Joshua McLean. Congratulations, Owen. Thank you. Noah Metcalf. Mr. President, the graduates in radio, television, journalism, television production. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Screen Arts. Noah Brown. Brandon Cadman. Thanks. Where's your dad? Michael Sirocco joins us now to present his son Joseph with a diploma in Screen Arts. Sully Gugu. Jagger Lillington. Connor Lindsay. Jeffrey McCullum. Molly Palmer. Sebastian Regenbald. Jeremy Touchburn. John Walsh. Brandon Wombold. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yifei Yang. Mr. President, the graduates in Screen Arts. Mr. President, the invited guests, the graduates of the School of Creative Industry, IT and Creative Industries in 2019.
Good afternoon. Again, my name is Brian Dewey. I'm chair of the School of Trades and Technology, Civil and Building Technologies Department. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Trades and Technology, Civil and Building Technologies. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in Architectural Engineering Technician. Ashley Bryant. Brandon Casey. Cameron Cole. Oisha Kareem Zoda. Mary Kelly. Christian Lane Hebert. Seamus McNeil. Paige Marshall. Justina Matty. Logan Parsons. Roger Thompson. Mark Trahan. Joshua Whitman. Angela Williams. Mr. President, the graduates in Architectural Engineering Technician. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in CAD Technician Mechanical. James Chittick. Jun Lee. April Rochan Budin. Aaron Wilson. Mr. President, the graduates in CAD Technician Mechanical. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Civil Engineering Technology. Dion Anderson. Christopher Buchanan. Chelsea Casey. Nigel Fougere. Sheldon McLean. Congratulations. Luke McNeil. Annette Patey joins us now to present her spouse, Roger Mitchellmore, with a Diploma in Civil Engineering Technology. Nelson Mugga. Danica Noggle. Shirley Shue. Victor Vyjintsev. Mr. President, the graduates in Civil Engineering Technology. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Construction Management Technology. Alexander Anthony. James Beswick. Jacob Blanchette. J.J. Cardinal. Matthew Chapman. Quinton Dreesen. Adam Gallant. Tom Gunn joins us now to present his son, Neil Gunn, with the Diploma in Construction Management Technology. Neil Gunn. Spencer Haig. Stephanie Hamwood. Hung Lei. Rebecca McKenzie. Austin Mason. Jeffrey Parkhill. Alex Surratt. Joshua Thompson. Carmen Watson. Hallie Wynot. Mr. President, the graduates of Construction Management Technology. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Drafting Architectural. Andrew Bolak. Jocelyn Cuvalier. Brody Elder. Isabelle Gosselin. Andre Hampton. Julia Harris. Oh, sorry, Julia. Julia Harris. Congratulations. Thank you. Noah MacDonald. Shahab Madadi. Casey Mungali. Christy Nalbani. Ainsley Pettipa. Gina Poulain. Hani Sunhan. Emily Smith. Nicholas Stewart. Nicholas Taylor. Nicole Usher. Rowan Wells. Mr. President, the graduates in drafting architectural. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Environmental Engineering Technology. Kayla Clouter. Congratulations. Samuel Dodge. Claire Gilbert. Jordan Higgins. William Leary. Sarah Lloyd. Jenna Norman. Congratulations, Sam. Samantha Reyes. Matthew Rose. Jeffrey Tabiner. Thomas Westwood. Shane White. Mr. President, the graduates in Environmental Engineering Technology.
Mr. President and invited guests, I present to you the 2019 graduating class of the Ivany Campus, Nova Scotia Community College. Well done, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Constance Heyer, Manager of Student Services at Ivany Campus. Last week, at our Student Success Celebration, all of the department and industry awards were presented to recipients who embody the spirit of excellence for which NSCC has become known. If you won an award last week, please stand as you're able so that everyone here today can acknowledge your achievements. Thank you. I now have the honor of introducing the major award recipients for Ivany Campus. Two of these awards will be presented in ceremonies tomorrow, as noted in your convocation program. The first major award, the Governor General's Academic Medal, is given to a graduating student of a college diploma program who has achieved the highest academic standing. Anna Burke, Vice President Academic, will present the Governor General's Academic Medal. The recipient is Jae-Young Yu from the Graphic and Print Production Program. The next major award, the President's Award, will be presented by Don Bureau, NSCC President. This award is given to a graduating student in a college certificate program who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and contributed to campus and/or community activities. The recipient is Tristan Grant of the Music Business Program. Our next presenter graduated from the Applied Communications Arts and Graphic Design program at NSCC. Please welcome B. Stanton, alumnus, to present the NSCC Alumni Award. This award is given to a graduating student of a college program who embodies the NSCC alumni tradition of excellence and ambassadorship, and whose service and leadership has made a difference in the lives of others. The recipient is Sully Gugu of the Screen Arts program. It is my honor to introduce this year's valedictorian. It's okay. I'll get there. I was just giving them a second. Hang on. Tristan Grant, whom you've just met. Tristan is graduating today from our music business program. Tristan came to NSCC as an already successful learner and an established player in the music industry. Things were going very well for him, but he wanted more. Tristan chose to come to NSCC to acquire professional skills that would help him take his career to the next level. And as you can see in the program notes, he's on a roll. Please welcome Tristan Grant.
Thank you so much, everybody. Wow. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome, fellow graduates, friends, family, honored guests, and faculty. Now, I must say, I'm Tristan Grant, the valedictorian. However, I'm living a double life, for I'm also a rapper named Wolfcastle, and if you put a rapper in front of a crowd, I have to hype it up. So everybody, put your hands up, make some noise! Woo! All right. I got too excited there. I'm not wearing a belt. This is bad. Okay. All right. To be perfectly candid with you, I'm very relieved, overjoyed, a little sad, maybe a tad bit scared, but I'm hopeful. Plus, a big bonus is I'm the last one up, so I get to decide when this thing ends, so I won't keep you too long. Okay, what's up over there? You guys getting love? Okay. All right. I'm sure that this year has tested us all. We've sharpened our skills. We've faced challenges. We've discovered new passions. We've taken risks, like getting in line at Tim's 5 minutes before class. You know, I've been late a lot. My story, before arriving here on campus, is one of success. I'm a self-taught musician and made a career for myself. Over the years, it's accumulated some nice accolades. First year of my professional career, I was nominated for Indigenous Artist of the Year at the East Coast Music Awards. Pretty sick. I was a fan of that. Second year of my professional career was Canada 150, so there were lots of gigs and lots of things for me to do, and it was wonderful. I went on tour. I got nominated again, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. I was on CBC. I was on these big stages. It was a pretty gargantuan leap to go from making music in my bedroom to playing stages with hundreds and thousands of people. So I was riding high and mighty. But then I got a huge punch in the ego. Ooh. The third year of my music career, things started slowing down. I did not get nominated. Shows were not just falling into my lap gracefully, and I was not getting any media attention. Instead, I was a recent university graduate with no clear future, and I had felt like my dreams had stagnated. When I realized this, I had to do some soul searching. What I needed was to own up to the fact that I did not know everything. At 20, go figure. In order to keep my dream alive, I had to take a few steps back and listen to the wisdom and guidance of my teachers, my peers, and my family. Last August, I left my rural hometown, shout out Pabineau First Nation in New Brunswick. Yeah. Small reserve, 300 band members, 100 people living on the reserve itself. Tiny, tiny place. And with the help of my grandfather, we took his pickup truck all the way to Dartmouth, 6-hour trip, terrifying. And I had to start a new life. I hit the reset button. And I didn't know if I was going to like it here in the city. I didn't know if I would make it amongst my incredibly intelligent and talented classmates. I love you all. And many times during my studies, I had terrifying moments where I was faced with my own limitations and lack of knowledge, and it would knock me down. But then over time, I realized that's what I needed to continue going forward. That was the most important thing I needed. So I'd get back up and I'd try even harder. One thing I've discovered in my very short time here on Earth and on this campus is that you can use your successes and your failures to guide you moving forward. I had a lot of success very quick, which is a cool win. That's great. I won't fight it. But I also thought things were just the way they were. I thought I knew everything. So I didn't work hard enough to keep it going, and in my eyes, I failed. And that's okay, because I had to have that tough lesson in order to make my way to this campus and stand here before you, wonderful people, and talk about my story. It's part of the evolution of change. There's that quote from The Office, classic show. In the series finale, Andy says, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." I wish I did. Well, the same applies to doing the work to achieve your goals. When we challenge ourselves and give ourselves the time to be open and listen to our mentors, we change as people. We don't notice it immediately, but in hindsight, it becomes very clear. The dream is a never-ending adventure, and your goals are checkpoints along the way. No matter what, if you take those steps, you will learn, adapt, and change. We're a global community right here. We've traveled from small towns and from large international cities all over the world. And together, we've come to this campus. We've adjusted to this city, this lifestyle. And moving forward, we can take what we've learned here, good, bad, everything. And we can decide what we want to do with that in our future, going forward and moving on in this world. We can shake things up. So, our power comes from our unity. And this experience would never have been this fantastic without the support of everybody in this room right now. Give yourselves a round of applause, seriously, please. So, what I'm trying to say is following your dreams and walking that path to understanding can be scary. I know I was extremely scared until I stood up here right now, maybe a little bit still. But I believe in us, the group. I believe in all of us right here, and this is a very special thing. So let's celebrate, let's end this convocation, and have a great time. So thank you so much, everybody. Walalin. Sit down or stay here?
No, stay right here.
Okay,
I'm going to say it. Thanks so much for that heartfelt address, Tristan. Paul Little will present the Valedictory Award.
Okay, this brings us to the end of today's convocation proceedings. We invite everyone to join us in the Margaret Norrie McCain Center for a reception immediately following the ceremony. There are NSCC decos on the floor to follow, as well as signs and greeters to help guide you to the reception hall. Graduates can choose to return their gowns at the gown return room, number 503, or at the reception. I want to extend a special thank you for everyone who contributed to making this convocation ceremony a truly special event. After receiving your credential on stage, you were presented with an NSCC Alumni pin. We hope that for this moment forward, you will wear it proudly. Because today, when you take off your gown, your connection to NSCC does not end. Yesterday, you were students, and today you're graduates, and forever you're going to be an NSCC alumni. Now, during the recessional, the stage guests, led by our president, followed by faculty, and then the graduates, will leave the auditorium. So please stand for the recessional and remain standing until the stage party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the auditorium.